It is noticeable that out of all possible paths to the real world in Ukraine, Donald Trump chose the most crooked and slippery path. What could have been easily resolved with a single precision-guided again monofinjet, missile, orbit, or a one-time visit by Navy SEALs to the bunker, the well-known bunker, and the Kremlin Trump, there he is. He decided to turn it into a multi-act epic with a multitude of characters, a ballet of presidents from all countries, and a choir of Musk's robots. Of course, well, the choice of genre is a matter of taste for Trump. Clearly influenced by the big, long, sharp Broadway musicals. Therefore, everything must be burlesque, everything must be colorful, affected, and with very rich props. Americanists of the non-creative show are quite satisfied with the states themselves. This is not surprising, but it irritates Europe at the same time. Europe is already tired of following the plot twists and the cunning sequence of the aria. And indeed, in general, what is called Trump's activities is dazzling. Therefore, the member of the European Parliament from France, Raphael Glucksmann, he suggested ending this whole mess and returning the Statue of Liberty, which France once gave to the United States of America, back to France. He wrote, "Return the Statue of Liberty to us. We gave it to you, but apparently you despise it. So here at home, it will be in perfect order and safety." But it must be said that Raphael was not the first to notice that the states, without notifying anyone, have relinquished their role as the arbiter of justice. The supposed peace under Trump will probably be painful and humiliating, and for Russia too. But he does not foresee this peace. The severe punishment, the international severe punishment that this country deserves, Russia can breathe a sigh of relief, much like Chikatilo probably would have if he had been given a final verdict for 47 murders at trial. A ban on eating strawberry ice cream for a couple of weeks. But with the attempt to bring back the Statue of Liberty, it is, of course, beautiful. It's a striking move in a purely European French style. America will not understand it because it's the fine rapier of French sarcasm. It will not pierce the shining dullness of the states, let alone harm Trump, who is simply like Musk under a triple dose. But in general, pay attention to this one. Glucksmann, to Raphael Glucksmann, he is an amazing gentleman. He is very smart, which is not surprising, as he was raised by his father, the great French philosopher André Glucksmann, who was one of the first in the West to decipher, for example, in Dostoevsky, primitive Russian fascism. Here in the comments, of course, they are pulling at me and talking about cats, or IGN 158 saying a pre-nuclear war would have started immediately. No, nothing of the sort would have happened. Everything would have gone exceptionally smoothly in a routine manner. Breakthroughs. In general, have you ever thought about what makes dictators fascinating? And they can be fascinating. The thing is, no one ever avenges the death of dictators. Their death, it immediately evaporates all the love for them and the fear of them as well. Nothing is left at all. Later, love might return in distorted forms, as we observe in the cases of Stalin and Ivan the Terrible. But the first day, the first posthumous day, they are in general not fraught with anything. Everyone is terribly busy. Some are finishing stealing what hasn't been stolen yet, the inner circle. The inner circle is looting all sorts of gilded samovars, cufflinks, lighters, dishes. It's a terrible hustle. Someone is breaking into cracking safes. Document shredders are rattling. Someone is already flying to Brazil or North Korea. Everyone has a lot of concerns. No one has time to start a nuclear war. Well, in general, of course, with launches, what is called intercontinental missiles, only Nod could respond. This is the sect of a crazy deputy, but the range of Nod's rockets does not exceed 5 meters directly from the strategic base of cardboard cruise missiles. And that's not enough even to hit a passerby. A secret trolleybus base under the NATO flag. Well, yes, SEALs, Navy SEALs. But what about the SEALs? Upon leaving the Kremlin, tired but satisfied SEALs, I suppose, would be met by the state academic Russian choir named after Sveshnikov. Bread and salt, and on Red Square, there's a hustle. There, the Minister of Internal Affairs, with a bucket and aprons, a Ragulkat personally commands the washing of the Mohawks, of those helicopters that, in fact, brought the SEALs and landed on the square, periodically for the right. To wash the helicopters, scuffles arise between State Duma deputies and General Staff generals. Sobyanin, in full dress, also with a loaf of bread. He will personally lead a tour in Moscow, including the Tretyakov Gallery and Tersum, all on the house for all the SEALs, and a banquet at the Metropole, also on the house, and revelry in Moscow's nightclubs.